Good evening and welcome to News Tonight on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Tina Jha. Before we go over to the headlines, Rajya Sabha TV appeals to all its viewers to stay safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. Wear face masks, wash hands and face regularly, and maintain physical distancing while stepping outside. Remember, these simple precautions are all that it takes to defeat the pandemic. And now let's get you the top stories of the day. Mantra for New Year, medicine for COVID pandemic as well as caution, says Prime Minister Modi. Lays foundation stone of All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Rajkot. COVID vaccination drive likely to start from mid-January, says Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan. Asserts that while the world experienced 2020 as a year of pandemic, India saw it as a year of resolve amid challenges. Centre alerts all states and union territories, dry run for vaccination drive across the country from the 2nd of January. Expert committee to meet tomorrow. National recovery rate goes beyond 96%. Economy to grow at 10% in the financial year 2021-22. Niti Aayog Vice Chairman Rajiv Kumar expects growth to be positive in the fourth quarter of the current fiscal. And CBSE 12th and 10th board examinations to start from the 4th of May. Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank announced exam dates today. Practical examinations to start from the 1st of March. Results by the 15th of July. Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences at Rajkot in Gujarat on Thursday via video conferencing. He said the new facility will improve health infrastructure in Gujarat. The Prime Minister also used the last day of the year to remember the doctors, healthcare professionals and other frontline COVID warriors. Here's a detailed report.
कुछ ही समय का सवाल है तो भी मैं कहूंगा, पहले मैं कहता था दवाई नहीं तो ढिलाई नहीं, लेकिन अब मैं फिर से कह रहा हूं दवाई भी और कड़ाई भी बरतनी है और दवाई भी लेनी है.
Medicine and caution. That's Prime Minister Narendra Modi's mantra to fight COVID-19 in 2021. In his address, after laying the foundation stone of Rajkot AIIMS virtually, Prime Minister Modi said that if 2020 was a year of health challenges, 2021 will be the year of health solutions. The Prime Minister reiterated that every necessary preparation about the vaccine is going on in full swing. He asserted that India is getting ready to run the world's largest immunization campaign.
साल 2020 में संक्रमण की निराशा थी, चिंताएं थी, चारों तरफ सवालिया निशान थे. 2020 की वो पहचान बन गई, लेकिन 2021 इलाज की आशा लेकर के आ रहा है. वैक्सीन को लेकर भारत में हर जरूरी तैयारियां चल रही है. भारत में बनी वैक्सीन तेजी से हर जरूरी वर्ग तक पहुंचे, इसके लिए कोशिशें अंतिम चरणों में हैं. दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा टीकाकरण अभियान चलाने के लिए भारत की तैयारियां जोरों पर है. मुझे विश्वास है कि जिस तरह बीते साल संक्रमण से रोकने के लिए हमने एकजुट होकर प्रयास किए, उसी तरह टीकाकरण को सफल बनाने के लिए भी पूरा भारत एकजुटता से आगे बढ़ेगा.
Prime Minister Modi also remembered the efforts of the millions of doctors, health workers, and other frontline corona warriors who have constantly put their lives at stake to protect humanity.
साल का यह अंतिम दिन भारत के उन लोग लाखों डॉक्टर्स, हेल्थ वॉरियर्स, सफाई कर्मियों, दवा दुकानों में काम करने वाले और दूसरे फ्रंटलाइन कोरोना योद्धाओं को याद करने का है, जो मानवता की रक्षा के लिए लगातार अपने जीवन को दांव पर लगा रहे हैं। कर्तव्य पथ पर जिन साथियों ने अपना जीवन दे दिया है, मैं आज उन सबको आदरपूर्वक नमन करता हूं। आज देश उन साथियों को, उन वैज्ञानिकों को, उन कर्मचारियों को भी बार बार याद कर रहा है, जो कोरोना से लड़ाई के लिए जरूरी मेडिकल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर तैयार करने में दिन रात जुटे रहे हैं।
Listing government initiatives to improve people's health, the Prime Minister said that after 2014, the health sector has worked holistically. He said the emphasis was on preventive care while also giving priority to modern treatment facilities.
हमने जहां एक तरफ प्रिवेंटिव केयर पर बल दिया, वहीं इलाज की आधुनिक सुविधाओं को भी प्राथमिकता दी। हमने जहां गरीब का इलाज पर होने वाला खर्च कम किया, वहीं इस बात पर भी जोर दिया कि डॉक्टरों की संख्या में तेजी से वृद्धि हो। साथियों, आयुष्मान भारत योजना के तहत देश भर के दूर-दराज के इलाकों में लगभग 1.5 लाख हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस सेंटर बनाने के लिए काम तेजी से चल रहा है। साथियों, आयुष्मान भारत योजना से गरीबों के लगभग 30,000 करोड़ रुपए से ज्यादा बचे हैं। 30,000 करोड़ रुपए, ये बहुत बड़ा रकम है। आप सोचिए, इस योजना ने गरीबों को कितनी बड़ी आर्थिक चिंता से मुक्त किया है।
Congratulating Gujarat on developing huge medical infrastructure in the past 2 decades, Prime Minister said AIIMS Rajkot will boost health infrastructure, medical education and provide employment opportunities in Gujarat.
एम्स राजकोट गुजरात के हेल्थ नेटवर्क को और सशक्त करेगा, मजबूत करेगा। अब गंभीर से गंभीर बीमारियों के लिए राजकोट में ही आधुनिक सुविधा उपलब्ध हो रही है। इलाज और शिक्षा के अलावा इससे रोजगार के भी अनेक अवसर तैयार होंगे। नए अस्पताल में काम करने वाले लगभग 5,000 सीधे रोजगार उपलब्ध होंगे। इसके साथ साथ रहन सहन, खाने पीने, ट्रांसपोर्ट, दूसरी मेडिकल सुविधाओं से जुड़े अनेक अप्रत्यक्ष रोजगार भी यहां बनेंगे।
201 acres of land has been allotted near Rajkot for the AIIMS project. It will be built at an estimated cost of 1,195 crore rupees and is expected to be completed by the mid of 2022. The state-of-the-art 750-bed hospital will also have a 30-bed Ayush block. It will have 125 MBBS seats and 60 nursing seats. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Moving on, Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan on Thursday chaired a high-level meeting with all states and union territories and asked them to gear up for COVID-19 vaccine rollout. He also reviewed the preparedness at session sites for COVID-19 vaccination. The dry run for COVID-19 vaccination will be conducted across India on the 2nd of January 2021. The government has asked all states and union territories to ensure effective preparedness for the vaccination drive. The exercise is to be conducted in all states on at least 3 session sites with 25 test beneficiaries. It is aimed at testing the linkages between planning and implementation and to identify the challenges for vaccine rollout in the health system. Besides, it will also prepare the states for managing vaccine supply, storage and logistics, including the cold chain management. The mock drill will include monitoring and review of vaccination process at the block and district levels. The first phase of the dry run was conducted in Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Gujarat, Punjab on the 28th and 29th of December. And in an exclusive interview with Rajya Sabha Television, Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan said that 2020 was a year of collective resolve, which showed that if we decide to work together, we can convert such challenges into opportunity. Listen in.
It was also a year of resolve, a year of collective resolve, which showed that as a nation, if we decide to work together and if we work in a well-directed, united manner, then we can convert such challenges and such dangers to public health system into an opportunity. So more than challenges, it was a year of resolve where we showed that a whole of government and whole of society approach can be used effectively to tackle the pandemic.
The Union Health Secretary also said that in the first phase, vaccination may start somewhere in mid-January and is expected to end in July or early August. The first phase will cover approximately 30 crore prioritized population.
In the first phase, we are looking at vaccination starting somewhere in January till end July, early August. That's the first phase, which will cover roughly 30 crore prioritized population. So that's our first aim. And then going ahead, as we formulate further plans, we would be sharing them with the people as well as with the states and the UT.
A look now at the COVID-19 situation in the country. India's active caseload continued to maintain a declining trend across the country. 257,000 active cases were reported on Thursday, accounting for only 2.51% of the country's total positive cases. India had 21,822 new infections in the last 24 hours, taking the nationwide tally to over 1.02 crore. With 26,572 new recoveries in the same period, India continues to report more daily recoveries than the daily new cases. The total recoveries in the country have crossed 98.6 lakh. The recovery rate has crossed 96%. With 299 new deaths also reported in the last 24 hours, the nationwide death toll now stands at 1,48,738. The COVID-19 case fatality rate stands at 1.45%. Talking about the tests, the total tests in different parts of the country have crossed 17.20 crore, with over 11.2 lakh tests conducted in just the past 24 hours. Kerala continues to report the highest daily cases at 6,268, followed by Maharashtra with 3,537 new cases of coronavirus. Maharashtra saw the maximum fatalities at 90. Both West Bengal and Kerala reported 28 daily deaths. Meanwhile, 5 fresh cases of the new mutated strain of coronavirus from UK were detected in India. 10 government labs have so far found a total of 25 cases of mutant virus after genome sequencing. 4 new cases were found by NIV Pune and 1 new case was sequenced in IGIB Delhi. All 25 patients are currently in isolation at healthcare facilities. Union Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank on Thursday announced the dates for the CBSE board examinations. He said the board exams for Class 10 and Class 12 will be held between the 4th of May to the 10th of June, and the results will be announced around the 15th of July. He further informed that practical exams of Class 12 will start from the 1st of March 2021.
इन परिस्थितियों में बहुत आपसे संवाद करने के बाद और व्यापक परामर्श करने के बाद अब हम लोग इस निर्णय पर पहुंचे हैं कि जो बोर्ड की परीक्षा है हमारी वो बोर्ड की परीक्षा जो 10वीं और 12वीं की जो बोर्ड की परीक्षा है, वो बोर्ड की परीक्षा 4 मई से प्रारंभ हो जाएगी और 4 मई से प्रारंभ होने वाली ये बोर्ड की परीक्षा हमको भरोसा है कि हम 10 जून तक इसको पूरा कर सकेंगे और समय पर ही हम लोग कोशिश करेंगे कि हम समय पर उसके बाद कॉपियों का निरीक्षण कराएंगे और समय पर आपका रिजल्ट भी हम तैयार करके करना चाहेंगे और परिणामों को घोषणा 15 जुलाई तक कर देनी चाहिए। प्रैक्टिकल की जो परीक्षाएं हैं वो आपकी 1 मार्च से शुरू हो जाएंगी। मेरी शुभकामना, आप पूरी ताकत के साथ और बहुत आत्मबल के साथ बिना किसी तनाव के आप परीक्षा की तैयारी में जुटे। वक्त भी हमारे पास है और आपको पाठ्यक्रम भी बहुत अच्छा आ रहा है और सीबीएसई ने वैसे भी इन प्रस्तुतियों में 30% पाठ्यक्रम को अपना कम किया और लगातार आपके साथ हम संवाद में हैं। सीबीएसई बोर्ड के चेयरमैन लगातार इस दिशा में नज़र रखे हुए हैं और पूरा तंत्र वो आपके साथ जुड़ा हुआ है। तो मुझे भरोसा है कि जो 4 मई से होने वाली जो बोर्ड की परीक्षाएं हैं उनके लिए आप बहुत मनोबल से तैयारी करेंगे और पूरी ताकत के साथ और बिना किसी संकोच के आप अपनी परीक्षा को देंगे।
Speaking to Rajya Sabha TV, the Education Minister said that the priority of the government is to ensure safety and security of the students, adding that the government is completing all preparations for the board exams. Listen in.
हमारे साथ बात करने के लिए इस वक्त जुड़ रहे हैं देश के शिक्षा मंत्री रमेश पोखरियाल निशंक। सर, स्वागत है आपका राज्यसभा में।
धन्यवाद।
सर, इस बार दोहरा प्रेशर स्टूडेंट्स पे रहेगा क्योंकि पूरे साल स्कूल नहीं जा पाए और पहली बार ऐसा होगा जब कोरोना का एक मानसिक तौर पर दबाव रहेगा, साथ ही साथ एग्ज़ाम्स का जो नॉर्मल दबाव रहता है वो तो रहेगा ही। तो उसको दबाव को दूर करने के लिए भी क्या मंत्रालय कुछ कोशिश करेगा? प्रधानमंत्री तो हमेशा से एग्ज़ाम वॉरियर्स की किताब के बताते रहते हैं कि किस तरीके से दूर रहा जाए दबाव से।
हम लोग ना सीधे संवाद कर रहे हैं बच्चों से। हम और बच्चे दूर नहीं हैं। अध्यापक, हम, अभिभावक और बच्चा कोई दूर नहीं है, ऐसा संवाद हो रहा है। इसलिए जब जब हमको ये पता चलता है कि क्या क्या जो स्थितियाँ उन स्थितियों को कैसे करके समाधान करना है, उसमें हम लोग लगातार सक्रिय रहते हैं। इसलिए हमारा बच्चा ऐसा नहीं कि अवसाद में है या वो बहुत दबाव में है, तभी तो हमने कुछ उसका पाठ्यक्रम कम किया। हम शैक्षणिक कैलेंडर लगातार चेंज करते रहते हैं, उसको उसी ढंग से पाठ्यक्रम भी देते हैं। और ऐसा नहीं कि इस बीच पढ़ाई नहीं हुई है, बहुत अच्छी पढ़ाई हुई है, ऑनलाइन पढ़ाई हुई है, छात्रों ने पढ़ाई की और अच्छी पढ़ाई की है। और जिनके पास स्मार्ट टेलीफोन नहीं था या नेट की सुविधा नहीं थी, उन तक हम टेलीविज़न के माध्यम से गए हैं, स्वयं प्रभा के 32 चैनलों के माध्यम से। और अब तो क्लास 1 चैनल किया है हमने, एक चैनल स्पेशली एक क्लास के लिए समर्पित किया है और बहुत अच्छी तरीके से छात्र अध्ययन कर रहे हैं। मुझे भरोसा है कि छात्र बहुत ताकत के साथ, मस्ती के साथ अपनी परीक्षाओं को देंगे।
ये थे केंद्रीय शिक्षा मंत्री रमेश पोखरियाल निशंक, जिन्होंने आने वाले समय में परीक्षाएं किस तरीके से आयोजित की जाएंगी और क्या क्या चुनौतियां हैं उसके बारे में तफसील से बातचीत की।
Niti Aayog Vice Chairman Rajiv Kumar has predicted that the Indian economy will grow at 10% in 2021-22 in real terms, adding that growth will be in positive territory in the fourth quarter of 2020-21. Rajiv Kumar noted that owing to the coronavirus lockdown and other curbs amid the COVID-19 pandemic, the country will reach pre-COVID levels by the end of next year.
जो इस तरह की हमारी रिकवरी हुई है थर्ड क्वार्टर में और सेकंड क्वार्टर में भी, उससे आपने देखा होगा कि सारी एजेंसीज ने अपने जो पहले के अनुमान थे वो बेहतर बदले हैं और उनको बेहतर किया है। और मुझे 21-22 में जो है वो हमारी अर्थव्यवस्था की गति कम से कम 10% होगी रियल टर्म्स में। और उसके चलते मुझे लगता है कि 21-22 का साल समाप्त होते तक हम लोग ज़रूर प्री कोविड के स्तर पे पहुंच जाएंगे। और फिर जो इन दिनों में, इन कोविड के दिनों में जितने सुधार हम सरकार ने किए हैं, जितने रिफॉर्म्स किए हैं, उसके बिना पर, उसके बेसिस पर हम उसके बाद और तेज़ी से अपनी आर्थिक गति को आगे बढ़ाएंगे, ये मेरा यही मानना है।
Time for a short break here. More news and updates will continue on the other side. Do stay with us.
Watch The Big Picture at 9:30 p.m. only on Rajya Sabha Television.
Defeat coronavirus. Let us always remember, wear a mask. Wash hands. Follow physical distancing. Together, we'll succeed. Together, we'll win against COVID-19.
Welcome back. You're watching News Tonight. Railway Minister Piyush Goyal launched an upgraded version of the e-ticketing website of the Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation. The minister said the new IRCTC website and app offer best in-class features and have come as a New Year gift to the passengers. He said the Railways is constantly working to augment its services to further improve the rail travel experience. He also lauded the contribution of the Indian Railways in its role in the fight against COVID-19.
माननीय अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी जब प्रधानमंत्री थे तब भारतीय रेल में डिजिटाइजेशन का और आईआरसीटीसी की ये वेबसाइट और उसके माध्यम से ई टिकटिंग का काम शुरू हुआ था आज से 20 साल पहले लगभग। स्वाभाविक है कि उसमें समय समय पर सुधार होना चाहिए, विस्तार होना चाहिए। उस कड़ी में आज का ये कार्यक्रम महत्वपूर्ण मील का पत्थर है।
Night curfew will be imposed in many places to check New Year celebrations in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Delhi government has imposed curfew from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. on 31st December and the 1st of January to avoid large gatherings. Assemblies of over 5 persons will not be allowed during the curfew. There is no restriction on interstate movement of people and goods during this period. In Maharashtra, no celebrations will be allowed in public places due to the lockdown restrictions. Hotels, restaurants, pubs and bars will not be allowed to function after 11 p.m. on New Year's Eve. Gathering of 5 or more people is also prohibited. The state has imposed curfew from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. till the 5th of January. The state of Karnataka has also imposed Section 144 in Bengaluru from 6 p.m. on 31st December till 6 a.m. on the 1st of January. Hotels and restaurants have also been asked to not organize any parties in the capital of Bengaluru. Gujarat is also imposing a night curfew from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. from Friday. The curfew will remain in place till the 14th of January. Rajasthan has also announced a curfew from 8 p.m. on 31st December to 6 a.m. on 1st January. Markets were also closed at 7 p.m. on the New Year's Eve to curb the spread of the coronavirus. As we bid goodbye to the year 2020 and welcome 2021, let's take a look at some rules that will impact all of us starting January. The RBI has asked banks to roll out positive pay system for checks starting the 1st of January. Under this, reconfirmation of key details will be needed for payments in excess of 50,000 rupees. The check issuer will have to submit details like date, beneficiary name, payee, amount to the drawee bank, etc. This has to be done electronically through SMS, mobile banking, internet banking, ATM, etc. RBI will also raise the limit of transactions via contactless cards using the Unified Payments Interface from 2,000 rupees to 5,000 rupees. And now businesses with up to 5 crore rupees turnover will also have to file only 4 GST sales returns against the 12 at present. This rule will also come into effect starting the 1st of January. The quarterly filing of return with monthly payment scheme will impact almost 94 lakh taxpayers. Insurance companies will launch the Saral Jeevan Bima policy that will allow a person to purchase a term plan even at a low premium amount. Oil companies determine prices of LPG cylinders on the 1st of every month. The prices could be increased, kept unchanged or decreased. Also, 0 will have to be prefixed before a mobile number while dialing from a landline phone. Automobile companies will increase car prices, while those of television sets, refrigerators, washing machines are also likely to go up by 10%. Smartphones, which have an operating system older than Android 4.3 or iOS 9, need to be upgraded for WhatsApp to work on these phones. This is because every year WhatsApp stops working on outdated Android and iOS smartphones. The President and the Vice President have greeted people on the eve of New Year's. In his message, President Ramnath Kovind said, "Every new year provides an opportunity to make a new beginning and emphasize the resolve for individual and collective development." He said, "This difficult time arising out of COVID-19 situation is a time for people to move forward unitedly." The President said, "This is also the time to strengthen the cultural values that reinforce the belief of unity in diversity." While Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu said, "New Year is an occasion that reinforces our spirit of optimism, hope and bonhomie." The Vice President expressed hope that all will overcome the challenges with grit, confidence, solidarity and resilience to welcome the new year with renewed commitment to defeat the COVID-19 pandemic. He also said, with vaccines likely to be available anytime soon, 2021 should be welcomed with new enthusiasm and positivity. So after a year of the pandemic, the world is set for a new beginning in 2021. New Zealand is one of the first countries in the world to usher in the new year. The crowd gathered at the Sky Tower in Auckland to watch the fireworks display. In neighbouring Australia, fireworks soared into the sky above the Sydney Opera House and Sydney Harbour Bridge to ring in the new year 2021. And before we leave, we once again appeal to all our viewers to stay safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. Wear face masks, wash hands and face regularly, and maintain physical distancing while stepping outside. Remember, these simple precautions are all that it takes to defeat the pandemic. Good night, and wishing all our viewers a very happy New Year.